Hi students, welcome back. Today I am discussing certain problems related with the work energy power. Our first question, a simple pendulum of length 1 meter has a bob of mass 250 gram. Okay, a simple pendulum of length 1 meter has a bob of mass 250 gram. Okay, suspended by a light inextensible thread from a fixed point. Okay, from a light in by using a light inextensible string, the pendulum is suspended. Okay, like this. Okay, it is displaced through 60° and then released. Okay, it is displaced through 60°. Okay, it is displaced through 60° and then released. Okay, if this angle is taken as 60°, then it is released. Okay. Its kinetic energy when the inclination of the spring with the vertical is 30° is. Okay. We want to find out the kinetic energy of the bob when it is inclined at an angle 30° with the vertical. Okay. This is our question. Okay. Therefore, we want to find out what about the total energy at this position or when the bob is at an angle 60°, what about the kinetic energy and the potential energy? We know that velocity at this position is equal to 0. When the bob reaches here, velocity is equal to 0. Then kinetic energy is equal to 0. Okay. Then what about the potential energy? Okay. To find out the potential energy, we want to know what about the height of this bob. Okay, height of the bob from the ground. Okay, to find out the height from the ground, we know that L be the length of the pendulum, length of the string. Okay, then this length is also equal to L. Okay, then when the pendulum is at this position, we want to find out this height. Okay, what about this height? This height is equal to, here length of the pendulum is L, then which component of L is here? That's equal to L cos 60. Okay, L cos 60 is here. Then this much length is equal to L cos 60. Total length of the pendulum is equal to L. Then what about the height? Height is equal to, this is the height H is equal to L minus L cos 60. Okay, L minus L cos 60 is the height of the pendulum when it is inclined at an angle 60° with the vertical. Okay, then potential energy at that position can be written as potential energy when it is at an angle 60° can be written as mg into h. Instead of h we can write L minus L cos 60. Okay, L minus L cos 60 is the potential energy at that position. That can be written as mgl. L is taken outside into 1 minus cos 60. Cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, we can write it as mgl divided by 2. Okay. Then what about the total energy at that position? Total energy at this position is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Then total energy at that position is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, kinetic energy is equal to 0. So, we can write mg L divided by 2. That's the total energy when it is at an angle 60°. Okay. Now, pendulum is released from here. Okay. Then, when it reached at an angle 30°, when the pendulum reached at an angle 30°, what about the height from the ground? How can we find out height from the ground? Okay, just similar to that of first case, we can find out what about the height. Okay, this much height. That height is equal to L minus L cos 30. Okay, it's very easy. L minus L cos 60 is the height. If we know this concept, it is very easy to find out what about the height. That height H is equal to, or H dash is equal to L minus L cos 30. Okay, then potential energy when it is at an angle 30° is equal to mg into L minus L cos 30. Okay, What about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy at that position is equal to, when it reached here, it will possess a particular velocity. So, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Okay, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. We want to find out that kinetic energy. So, what about the total energy? Total energy, from here we can write half mv square plus mg L is taken outside into 1 minus cos 30. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 divided by 2. Okay, cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, now we can apply conservation of energy. What about conservation of energy? Conservation of energy states that total energy at this position, which is equal to total energy at this position. So, we can equate the total energies. Then mg into L divided by 2. Total energy when it is at an angle 60 degree, which is equal to half mv square. Half mv square plus mg L. 2 is taken outside. Then 2 into 2 minus root 3. Okay. 2 minus root 3. mg L by 2 equal to half mv square plus mg L by 2 into 2 minus root 3. That is the conservation of energy. Now we can find out what about half mv square. Okay, on rearranging, half mv square is equal to half mv square. Half mv square is equal to mg L by 2. mg L by 2 minus mg L divided by 2 into 2 minus root 3. Okay, mg L by 2 minus mg L by 2 into 2 minus root 3. That is the kinetic energy. Okay, from here, from these two terms, mg L by 2 is common, so we can take it out. Then half mv square is equal to half mv square, which is equal to mg L divided by 2 into, what about the remaining here? Here it's equal to 1. Okay, 1 minus, okay, what about here? 2 minus root 3. Okay, minus 2 minus root 3. Then minus 2 plus root 3. Okay. Now we can substitute the value of m. M is equal to 250. 250 into 10 raised to minus 3. 250 gram. Into g is equal to 10. 10 into L is equal to 1 divided by 2. Okay. Into 1 minus 2. That's equal to minus 1 plus root 3. Okay. Minus 1 plus root 3. Okay. 250 divided by 2 is equal to 125. So we can write 125, okay, kinetic energy is equal to 125, okay, into 10 raised to minus 2, into 10 raised to minus 2, okay, 10 raised to minus 3 into 10, that's equal to 10 raised to minus 2, into minus 1 plus root 3, that's equal to, we know the value of root 3, that is 1.73, okay. Minus 1 plus 1.73, that's equal to 0.73. Okay, 0.73. Okay, 250 divided by 2 is equal to 125. 125 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10, that is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, into minus 1 plus root 3. Okay, value of root 3, 1.73. Then we got the answer as 0.73. Then what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to 91.25 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. Or that can be written as 0.9125. Okay. That much joule is the kinetic energy. Okay. Kinetic energy is equal to 0.9125. Okay. That much joule is the kinetic energy of that body when the bob is here. Okay. In this question, we want to apply conservation of energy. Total energy at this position is equal to total energy here. Okay. Here, kinetic energy is equal to 0, but potential energy is there. So, total energy is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. That's equal to the value of potential energy. That potential energy is equal to mgl divided by 2. Okay. Then what about the total energy here? The body moves through this pump, then it possesses a particular velocity. So kinetic energy is the, we can find out what about the potential energy by knowing H dash. Okay, then potential energy at that position is mg into L minus L cos 30. Okay, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Then total energy equal to half mv square plus mgl into 1 minus cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Then we can rearrange this equation. Then kinetic energy half mv square equal to 0.91252. Okay. Our second question. A uniform chain of length of 4 meter and mass 0.8 kg is lying on a smooth table and half of its length is hanging down over the edge of the table. Then the work done to pull the hanging part onto the table is. That's our question. Here a uniform chain of length 4 meter is the, okay, a uniform chain of length 4 meter is the, and half of its portion which is hanging down. Okay, half of the portion which is hanging down, that is L by 2 portion is here, L by 2 portion is here, and here it's equal to L by 2. Length of the portion on the table is equal to L by 2 and length of the portion, hanging portion is also equal to L by 2. Okay. This uniform chain is having a mass is equal to 0.8 kg, which is lying on a smooth table and half of its length is hanging down over the edge of the table. Okay. We want to find out what about the work done to pull the hanging part onto the table. Okay. To pull the hanging part onto the table, work done W is equal to, we know that force into displacement. Here force F is equal to mg. Mg is the weight of the hanging part. Okay, weight of the hanging part, that's equal to mg. What about the displacement? Displacement is to pull the hanging part onto the table. Okay, we want to find out that displacement. Okay, mg into d. Okay, now we want to find out what about the mass m. We know that L portion is having a mass capital M. L portion having mass capital M. Then L by 2 portion having mass M by 2. Okay, M divided by 2. Okay. Then the mass corresponding to the hanging part, which is equal to M by 2. Okay, we can write here M by 2. Okay, mass corresponding to the hanging part, that's equal to M by 2 into G. G is equal to 10 into. Now we want to find out what about D. Okay, in the case of hanging part, height is always measured towards the center of mass. Height is measured towards the center of mass. Okay, if L by 2 is the length of this hanging part, then what about the height? Height measured towards the center of mass from the ground, that is taken as D. Okay, that's equal to L divided by 4. Okay, this is a uniform chain, so we can take the center of mass is just half of this hanged portion. Then D is equal to L by 4. Okay, then we can substitute instead of D as L divided by 4. Okay, now we can substitute the value of M. M is equal to 0.8 into 10 into length. Length L is equal to 4 meter. Okay, divided by 8. Okay. 8 cancel to 0.8, that's equal to 0.1. 0.1 into 10, that's equal to 1. 1 into 4 is equal to 4. Okay, 4 joule. Okay, 4 joule is the amount of work done to pull the hanging part onto the table. Okay. Our next question, which is similar to that of the previous question. A uniform chain of length 8 meter and mass 8 kg is lying on a smooth table. 1/4 of its length is hanging down over the edge of the table. Then the work done to pull the hanging part onto the table is. Okay, just similar to that of the previous question. Okay, then here a uniform chain is here. okay, which is having a length is equal to 8 meter. 1 by 4 of its length is hanging down. 1 by 4 length is hanging down. That is L by 4 portion. Okay, L by 4 portion is hanging down. 1 by 4 length is hanging down. What about the remaining length here? Here the length is equal to 3L divided by 4. Okay, 1 by 4th length is hanging down. Then what about the work done to pull the body, pull the hanging part onto the table? Okay, work done W is equal to F dot D or FD. Okay, that's equal to mg into D. Okay, we want to find out M. What about the mass M? L length is having, okay, L length is having mass capital M. Then L by 4 length is having mass, okay, M divided by 4. Okay, now we want to put the value of small m, that's equal to capital M divided by 4 into G into what about D? Height is always measured towards the center of mass. Okay, height is measured towards the center of mass. So this length is equal to L by 4. Then what about the length towards the center of mass? That's equal to L divided by 8. Okay, half of the hanging portion. Okay, that is L divided by 8. Height is measured towards the center of, or D is measured towards the center of mass. Okay, L divided by 8. Now we can substitute the values. Okay, M is equal to 8 kg, 8 divided by 4 into G is equal to 10 into length. Length L is equal to 8 meter, 8 divided by 8. Okay, then 8 get cancelled, 4 cancelled to 8, that's equal to 2. Then 2 into 10 is equal to 20. 20 joule is the answer. Okay, 20 joule is the amount of work done. Okay, M, capital M is equal to 8. Okay, then 8 by 4 is equal to 2. G is taken as 10. The length of the chain is equal to 8. Then 8 by 8 is equal to 1. Then 2 into 10 is equal to 20. Okay, this is the work done. Okay. Next question. A body is dropped from a height h. At what height is the kinetic energy is equal to its potential energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half of its potential energy. Okay, kinetic energy is equal to half of the potential energy. Okay, at what height kinetic energy is equal to half of the potential energy? That's our question. Okay, for this we want to consider a body which is dropped from here. Okay, h is the height from the ground. So potential energy is equal to mgh. What about the kinetic energy here? In the case of dropped body, velocity at this position is equal to 0. Then kinetic energy is equal to 0. Okay. After dropping, body moves through a distance is x. This distance is taken as x. Then what about the potential energy? Potential energy here is equal to mgh minus x. Okay, height is always measured from the ground. When the body moves through a distance x, then what about the remaining height? Height from the ground is equal to, when the body is here, height from the ground is equal to h minus x. Okay, this height is equal to h minus x. Therefore, potential energy here it's equal to mg into h minus x. Okay. What about the kinetic energy at that position? Kinetic energy is not equal to 0 and it's equal to half mv square. We don't know about that. Then half mv square is the kinetic energy. Okay, now we can take this is the position at which the kinetic energy becomes equal to half of the potential energy. We don't know about that, but assume that that's the position where the kinetic energy is equal to half of the potential energy. Now we can write kinetic energy there is equal to half mv square. That's equal to half into potential energy at that position is equal to mg into h minus x. Half of the potential energy. Then half get cancelled, m get cancelled. Then v square is equal to g into h minus x. Okay. What about v square? By using the equation of motion, we can write v square equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, here what about u? U equal to 0. Initial velocity u equal to 0. Then 0 plus 2 into, what about a? A is equal to acceleration due to gravity into s. S is equal to x. Okay, x. Then v square equal to 2g into x. Then we can substitute that value here. 2g into x equal to g into h minus x. Okay, v is the velocity here. Velocity v is equal to, or v square is equal to 2g into x. Okay, g get cancelled. Then 2x equal to h minus x. Then 3x is equal to h. Then x is equal to h by 3. Okay, x is equal to h by 3. Equal to h by 3. Then we want to find out at what height the kinetic energy is equal to half of the potential energy. Okay, height is always measured from the ground. So what about this height? Okay, we want to find out this height, that's equal to h minus h by 3. It's equal to 2h divided by 3. Okay, 2h by 3 is the height. Okay, h minus x is equal to 2h divided by 3. 2h by 3 is the height at which the kinetic energy becomes equal to half of its potential energy. Okay, kinetic energy is equal to half of the potential energy. Kinetic energy equal to half mv square, half into, what about potential energy? Potential energy at this point, that is taken as mg into h minus x. Okay, mg into h minus x. Then on cancelling, v square is equal to g into h minus x. Now we want to find out what about v square. Then by using the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as, we can find v square is equal to 2g into x. Then on substituting and rearranging, we got the answer x is equal to h by 3. Then what about the remaining height? It's equal to 2h by 3. Okay. Next question. A 20 kg metal block of dimensions 8 cm, 6 cm and 4 cm is lying on a table with its face of largest area touching the table. Okay, this is the figure. And the magnitude of work done in making it to stand with its length vertical is. Okay, we want to do certain amount of work to take this body from this position to this position. Okay, what about the work done? Okay, work done W is equal to change in potential energy. Okay, potential energy at this position is equal to, when it is lying on the table, that's equal to PE1, potential energy 1. Okay, that's equal to mg into, okay, height is always measured towards the center of mass, then h is equal to h divided by 2. Okay, now we can substitute the values. M is equal to, what about the weight? 20 kg. 20 into g is equal to 10 into height. Height h is equal to 4 centimeter. Then 4 divided by 2. Okay. Height is always measured towards the center of mass. Then h is equal to 4 divided by 2. Then 2 cancel to 20. It's equal to 10. Then 10 into 10, 100. 100 into 4 is equal to 400. 400 joule is the, not 400 joule, 400 into 10 raised to, okay, 4 centimeter is the, so 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, 4 centimeter is the height, so 10 raised to minus 2, then into 10 raised to minus 2, that's equal to 4. Okay, 4 joule is the answer. Okay, 4 joule is the potential energy when the block which is lying on the table. Okay, when the block is at this position, that is when it is in the vertical manner, then potential energy can be written as potential energy 2. Okay, that's equal to mg into h by 2. There also height is measured towards the center of mass. Then m is equal to 20, g is equal to 10 into height h is equal to 8 meter. Okay, here the height is equal to 8 centimeter. 8 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, 8 centimeter is the height divided by 2. Then it's equal to 2 cancel to 20, it's equal to 10, 10 into 10 is equal to 100, then into 8 is equal to 800, 800 into 10 raised to minus 2. 10 raised to minus 2, that's equal to 8. 8 joule is the energy. Then what about the work done? Work done to bring from this horizontal position to the vertical position, that's equal to change in potential energy, that's equal to 8 joule minus 4 joule, that's equal to 4 joule. Okay, 4 joule is the amount of work done to stand its length vertical. Okay, the amount of work done or the magnitude of work done to make it to stand with its length vertical is 4 joule. Okay, our next question. A uniform meter scale initially in the vertical direction is turned through 60 degree with bottom end fixed. The percentage fall in its potential energies. Okay, a uniform meter scale. Okay, initially the meter scale is in the vertical direction. Okay, meter scale is in the vertical direction. Is turned to an angle 60 degree and it is turned through an angle 60 degree. Okay, like this. It is turned through an angle 60 degree. With the bottom end fixed, the percentage fall in its potential energy is. Okay. What about the potential energy? Initial potential energy. Initial potential energy Pi is equal to mg into what about height? Height is always measured towards the center of mass, that's equal to h by 2. If h is the height, then height measured towards the center of mass is equal to h by 2. Then what about the potential energy final when it is inclined through an angle 60 degree? Through an angle 60 degree. What about the height? We want to find out this height. This height h is equal to, okay, or h dash is equal to. But if this angle is equal to 60 degree, what about the remaining angle? That's equal to 30 degree. Then what about the height of this portion from here to here? The height is equal to h by 2. Height is equal to h by 2. Then which component of h by 2 is here? That's equal to h by 2 sin 30. H by 2. Okay, opposite side. H dash is the opposite side. So h by 2 into sin 30. Sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. So we can write h by 2 into 1 by 2. Okay. Then h dash is equal to h divided by 4. Okay. H dash is equal to h by 4. Then final potential energy is equal to mg into h divided by 4. Okay. Then what about the change in potential energy? Change in potential energy is equal to mg h by 2 minus mg h by 4. Okay, that's equal to mg h divided by 4. Okay. Then how can we find out the percentage? Percentage change in energy is equal to change in potential energy by initial potential energy into 100. Okay, change in potential energy divided by initial potential energy into 100. That is the percentage. That's equal to mg h divided by 4 divided by, what about the initial potential energy? It's equal to mg h divided by 2 into 100. That's equal to half of 100. Half into 100. Half into 100. That's equal to 50 percentage. Percentage fall in its potential energy is 50 percentage. Okay. Initial potential energy is equal to mg h divided by 2. If h is the initial height of the scale, then h by 2 is the height which is measured. Height is always measured towards the center of mass. Then potential energy, initial potential energy is equal to mg h by 2. Okay, what about the final potential energy after inclined through an angle 60 degree? Final potential energy can be find out by considering this height h dash. H dash is equal to H dash is the opposite side of this angle 30. Then which component of h by 2 is present here? H by 2 sine 30. Okay, then h by 2 into 1 by 2, that is equal to h by 4. Now we can substitute that value here, mg into h by 4. Then final potential energy is equal to mgh by 4. Then change in potential energy is equal to mgh by 2 minus mgh by 4 is equal to mgh by 4. Then percentage change in potential energy is equal to 50%. Okay. The percentage fold in its potential energy is nearly 50%. Okay. Next question. A body slides down a curved track which is one quadrant of the circle of radius 5 meter. Okay. A body slides down a curved track which is one quadrant of a circle. Okay. One quadrant of a circle. Okay. Having radius is equal to 5 meter. Radius is equal to 5 meter. Okay. Consider this is the center. Then radius is equal to 5. Radius r is equal to 5 meter. Here also r is equal to 5 meter. If it starts from rest and slides down without friction, its speed at the bottom is. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, a body is placed here. Then it possesses a potential energy because of its height. That potential energy can be written as potential energy is equal to mgh. Okay, height is equal to height from the ground, that's equal to 5 meter. So 5 mg, 5 into mg. Okay, mg into h is equal to 5. Then 5 mg is the potential energy. Okay, and that potential energy which is converted into kinetic energy when it reaches the bottom. Then kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Okay, half mv square is the kinetic energy. Then on equating these two equations, potential energy at this position is get converted into kinetic energy here. So 5 mg is equal to half mv square. Okay, then mm get cancelled. 5 into g is equal to 10, then 50. 50 equal to v square divided by 2. Then v square is equal to 100, then v is equal to 10. Okay, root of 100, that's equal to 10. 10 meter per second is the velocity when it reaches the bottom. Okay, it's a very simple question. Potential energy stored here which is converted into kinetic energy at the bottom. Now we can equate that. Okay, that is based on the conservation of energy. So we can equate the energy. Kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. Then kinetic energy at the bottom is equal to potential energy at its height. Okay. Now on substituting the values, we got the answer as 10 meter per second. Okay, I think these questions are clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.